Joey Reese and Pickering Boot Shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joey Reese and Pickering Boot Shop. Pickle time is happening.
All right. So are you at that point in the school year where the kids are the kids are checked out, but they still have to, here's what I'm trying to get out. They're getting checked out because it's the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
And then they're getting checked out because it's the end of the year. But but they're still supposed to be on their schedule, so you want them to go to bed, but there's still like 2.5 hours of daylight left.
Yeah, that's the weird part is it's like daylight and you're like, it's time for bed. And they're like, you're wrong.
I know. They're like, we can play for another hour basketball in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's that used to drive me nuts because you really, that's one of those situations that you really don't have a foot to stand on, like as a parent. Like any other time you can go to bed, it's time for bed. But this time of year, they're checked out, like school's not important. And then you're like, guys, you got to go to bed. And they're like, it looks like it's 4:00 in the afternoon. And in your head, you're like, I know. Like, I really can't tell you to go to bed right now. Like, you end up walking it back. They're up till midnight. Yeah.
No, I feel like I'm real big on the kids getting at least 8 hours of sleep, especially Lyndon, because she's a teenager. I think you need more. You need like 10.
For sure. Yeah.
But
the problem is they want it on the back half.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No,
as a teenager, they're not falling asleep earlier.
They want to sleep.
They want to sleep longer. Yeah.
I feel like most of my parenting could be done just by recording. Like they just be like, "What is Dad going to say here?" Yeah, just be like, "Guys, remember you need this much sleep." No, it's not time for that. Go on. It's time for calm down, cool down. That's a thing that I have in my house. I say, calm down, cool down. Let's calm down, cool down. And then you read a book or something. You don't look at screens. You got to chill.
Yeah.
But every dang night they're arguing. Well, I don't feel tired.
Yeah.
It's still light out.
Yeah. They're like, Dad, there's 8 inches between the sun and the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're nowhere. And I remember being that as a kid.
Yeah.
Like my parents like, hey, it's time to go to bed. I was literally laying in bed and the sun was above my neighbor's roof.
Yeah.
Like it hadn't even gone
in your eyes.
Yes. It was a horrible feeling
Yep.
too.
Yes.
Just horrible.
Horrible. It's they understand. I mean, like this is a good argument, I think, for just like Christianity. You know, like C.S. Lewis would always be like, he had this argument that like morality came from somewhere. But I think it's not just that. It's like his argument is that like this morality is innate. Like it's part of the system, and the fact that you detect it is the fact that like it lends to the argument that you were made by a loving God, that there's moral absolutes, right? So to me, I think like this sense of like justice that kids have, like we don't have it so much as an adult. You know, like if somebody's like, they're taking away your freedom of speech, then you get incensed. But as kids, they're always like, why do I have to go to school? And they're right. You know, like, why? Why do you have to go to school? It's so rigged against you. Like, it's so not fair. And they get it. And then we have to be like, well, you know, so you can keep being a slave and then make more money. And just keep doing it your whole life until you're so tired. All you can do is want to take a nap. Yeah. I want you to take a nap now, but then you're going to want to so bad and you won't be able to because you'll be trying to pay for your kids' college. It's great.
Speaking of that, the other day I went into we have this like local chain of shawarma places. It's called Bucharest Grill.
Can I just stop
Phenom.
you right there and tell you
Yeah. Yeah.
how very blessed you are? You have
Yes.
you have a chain of shawarma grills.
I mean, any given day, I can choose between 6 different shawarma places that all do it a little bit different. So,
Oh my
depending on
gosh.
what you want, that's where you can go. The staple, like the
Uh-huh.
Lamborghini of them is Bucharest Grill.
Uh,
And so I went into Bucharest the other day and I got I didn't go with the shawarma. They
uh-huh.
do a thing called a chicken quesadilla stick. And it's basically because what sets them apart is the way they season their chicken, and it's juicy and it's delicious. So they use that chicken. It's basically onions, like peppers, and then cheese. And
Wait. Oh, like feta cheese or like
no, like quesadilla cheese, like Monterey Jack,
What?
queso fresco, whatever it is. And then they roll it real tight. So they call it a stick. So it's not a shawarma where it's like a pita and it's not like a burrito. It's maybe about the size of like the end of a beer bottle, and
Uh-huh.
they wrap it real tight. So it's
Okay.
only, it's like that. And they call it a quesadilla stick. So you guys know me in food, so I could talk all day on food. That doesn't really have anything to do with the story. So I go into Bucharest back to schooling, and I go in
I want
and
to point out 2 things before you get into this. One,
okay.
Joe, I didn't mean to interrupt you because I want to build up to it. But like you are saying at any given moment you can walk into 5 places and get shawarma. I can go to 5 different grocery stores where I live and maybe one of them has pitas. That's all I got. That's it.
That's rough.
You're like, make it yourself. And then also Bucharest is the capital of Romania, which is tripping me out, isn't it? Hey,
I don't
Siri,
think so.
what is the capital of Romania?
Bucharest is the capital of Romania.
You're welcome.
Look at this face. I had
Yeah.
no clue. I thought Bucharest was like the capital of Turkey or Hungary.
Hungary
Oh,
is
that's
Budapest.
That's Budapest. That's what I've been thinking this whole time.
Bucharest.
Romania.
Yeah, it's like vampire shawarma.
Yeah, so what does shawarma have to do with Bucharest?
You know what?
I bet you they meant to say what was the other one I said? Budapest.
I don't think so. Probably people who make the shawarma moved to Romania and were like real good at it. I bet you that's it.
It's something. So it's fantastic. Next time
Alright,
you're in
go ahead.
Detroit.
Sorry.
So here's the thing. You guys are playing the Shelter in Detroit this summer. There is a Bucharest Grill near the Shelter.
All right.
So you could go over there and you can get the world famous shawarma or quesadilla stick. But anyway, so I walk in there. The girl at the register goes, "Are you Officer Yerke?" Now, mind you, I'm standing in full uniform with my name tag on my uniform.
You should have
It
said
says
no.
Yerke.
No.
Yeah. And she goes, "Wait, are you Officer Yerke?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "You were the school resource officer, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "I think you know my brother." And I'm like, who's your brother? And she goes, oh my gosh, what was his name? She goes, Farouk. And the reason I remember this kid is because their last name is Farouk, and his first name is Farouk.
What?
So the reason I remember him is because his name is Farouk. So this kid was a kid who had some issues at school. Nothing, you didn't look at this kid and say, this is a bad apple.
Yeah.
You looked at the kid and you said, this is a kid that school is not for him. He's got bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Like he's the type of mindset that isn't focused on school. He's ready to start his life. Now, mind you, I'm talking 7th grade, brother.
Okay.
So I go, oh, she goes, you know my brother? Who's your brother? Farouk. I go, you mean Farouk? And she goes, yeah. And she starts laughing. And I'm like, how's he doing? I was like, heck yeah, I remember him. She's like, oh, he's doing good. And I go, let me say this. I go, your brother was not a good student. I go, school was not for him. And she started laughing, and the other people kind of working the counter were laughing. And they were like, oh. And I go, no, I'm not saying it that way. I'm saying he had bigger and better things to do than school. I said, what's he doing right now?
Yeah.
I go, what school is he going to? And here's the thing. She goes, he's not.
Oh no.
And I go, oh no. I go, oh, he's, I didn't say he dropped out. I go, oh, he's not doing the school thing. She's like, no. And I said, what's he doing? Now, mind you, I think at this point, he's 17 years old, maybe 16. He should probably be a junior in high school.
He's a street pharmacist.
I said, what's he doing? She said he started his own car shop.
Okay.
And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, he started his own collision shop. And I'm like, where? And she's like, in Detroit. So this 17-year-old kid that struggled in school and he was just bored. He didn't want to do his work.
Yeah.
And he was a tough kid. He got in fights because other kids kind of saw that he was this quote unquote slacker.
Yeah.
And then kids would say something to him and he would pump their eyes shut.
Uh-huh.
He was like a little nail gun in the public school system. And but never the aggressor. Always something was done to him.
Okay.
And he would stick up for somebody. You could just tell he didn't want to be there. And that here he is, 17 years old, started his own business.
That's very
as
cool.
A car mechanic. And background on it, his father is a car mechanic and his father has a collision shop. And so Farouk kind of grew up, around that. And so he knows what he's doing at 17 years old.
That's really cool.
But yeah, how cool is that?
That's very
and so
cool.
I think she thought I was going to be like, well, he should be in school and he should be going to college. And she was pleasantly surprised. And then everybody, the 2 other people that were working the counter at Bucharest, all started giving me their life. And they were like, well, school wasn't for me either. I'm doing this, and I'm working here to make ends meet because I'm trying to get this going. But I think that they were all pleasantly surprised that I wasn't the man telling them that they should be in school and actually being an adult. Supporting them in their alternative education.
That's so cool, dude.
It is. I think that's so rad. There's another kid that I went to school with. I won't say his last name, but his name was Dave.
His last name Children.
Yeah. And his name was Dave. And kind of the same thing. He was kind of in middle school, smoked weed and was always drinking. He was just bored of school. And then in high school, it was all the parties were at his house because his parents were always gone on business trips. And he dropped out of school too. His same thing, his junior year, dropped out of school, started a landscaping company.
Yeah.
And so he was a year below us. He might have even dropped out prior to his junior year because when I was a senior, that he would have been a junior, but he wasn't there.
Okay.
He was working. And our senior year, he gave out a scholarship that's given out every year to my high school for blue collar work.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So our
He was
senior
doing well
year,
enough.
someone got the Dave, his last name, scholarship award to go to a technical institute or what do they call them? A trade school.
Uh-huh.
So he gives out a trade school and he was younger than us giving out a scholarship.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
The only other person I know that's named Farouk is a guy that he joined a English band called Smile, and like in the 70s, and he talked them into turning the name into Queen.
Oh,
Farouk Balsara.
is that Freddie Mercury?
It is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, guys. Drop some knowledge.
Hey, little knowledge bomb.
Did
It's like when that turd hits the water.
Did I tell you about the concert tickets I bought?
No.
Okay. I bought tickets. I bought these are by far the most expensive concert tickets I've ever bought. I don't
To Sabrina?
Yeah, it's to Sabrina. I want it's what Jojo Siwa. Have you heard of
No.
her? No.
You're not. I was like, what?
I don't. I think we're the same way. Like, I think you go to more concerts than I do. Like, most of the time, I don't like it. I just feel like I'm 3 songs on and I'm like in and I'm like, I gotta go. Like, I've been at too many shows. You're just like, all right, I'm out. I'm done. Like, my attention span is over. But it is the last ever show of Electric Light Orchestra in Hyde Park in London.
Oh, and you love them.
Dude, love them. Like, one of my favorite bands of all time. Jeff Lynne, the guy that writes all the songs and that sings and all that, plays guitar, plays piano. He has Parkinson's, so he is like done. So it's their last ever show. And I got it because like Saki was like, hey man, he's sending me pictures of he taking his son to the ELO show. And he's like, man, I went. It was so good. And I was like, yeah, I wanted to go, except it was on a Wednesday here. I couldn't. And he goes, bro, it's the last show. Like, there's one more show tomorrow in LA and then he's done. And I was like, no, man, that cannot be true. And he goes, yeah, he's got Parkinson's. So then I'm like,
so you're going to LA?
No. This is what he said. This is like February.
Oh.
So I'm like, that cannot be. He's going to do his last show in London. Like, they're an English band. So then I Googled it and they're like, yep, tickets go on sale tomorrow.
Wait, you're going to London?
Yes. So I got me and Kara, and then somehow drunkenly I bought my sister a ticket. So I have 3 tickets for this last show. They're all like $700 a piece.
And you got to get over there.
I know. I know, but it's like,
what the F? That's hardcore. That's what I like. That's what I like.
So when we play the Detroit
YOLO, baby.
show,
YOLO.
I'm coming back from that to play Detroit and Grand Rapids. I may have some jet lag.
You think?
Yeah.
You stink?
Yep.
Holy cow.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out the Grand Rapids Detroit stuff too. I work those days and our summer schedule at work is looking brutal for off day. Like, it falls on the week where those 2 shows back to back are the back-to-back days that I work.
Yeah.
So I'm going to figure something out. I'm going to be at one of the shows, and I'm going to tell you something here. The Detroit show is closer, a lot closer, but I would rather go to the Grand Rapids show.
Because less people know you, or just because it's a cooler place?
Knowing me has nothing to do with anything. I don't think anybody knows me.
I think they all do.
I mean, what was nice was when you guys played The Loving Touch in Ferndale, Michigan. And you guys blessed me again by letting me get up and sing Every New Day, as you've always done. You've always let me do that. I remember getting off stage and people were like, wait a second, aren't you the lead singer of the Insiders? And then I took, 20 pictures with people. And it was cool. Like, that was so cool. It made me feel great.
I feel like you should do it again if you can get it off. And I'm trying to get
I'm gonna do
Nate
something. I'm
Sjogren's
gonna do
band to open too.
Perfect.
Yes.
I'm gonna do something. If I have to trade shifts with people and make it so I have to, you know, do whatever, I'll be at the shows. And I say
Okay.
plural. I'll be at the shows.
Wow, Joe.
And hopefully Heidi will be at one, if not both, so you can meet her. And
And can we play whirly ball?
I don't think there's any whirly ball left. I think they closed down.
Bro.
Yeah. I'll check, but I think they all closed down.
That was the best when we played and you took us to whirly ball. The
I
best. Like it was
I
worth
know.
the mangled hands.
The Joseph Mengele hands. I'll just throw this out there now. If you guys want to crash here, are you doing like a tour? Like, do you have other
No.
bands? It's just you
Yeah,
guys.
no, it's like this band, the Boy Detective, but they're from there.
They're from Grand Rapids. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We're playing with
if you guys want to crash here, we got room for you at the house. But
okay,
we would be like an hour and a half from Grand Rapids, and then we're 40 minutes from Detroit.
Okay, possibly after the Grand Rapids show.
Just know it's there.
Okay.
Or if you need food, or if you need clothes. Well, you're doing fly out dates, right? You're not on tour.
No.
Okay.
Come on, Joe.
Okay. I was gonna say if you need laundry or food or anything like that.
What about a reach around?
I'm sure I can make it happen, whether it's me or someone, that I can
So it's for Sonny. Not for me.
coerce into. Yeah.
He likes reach around.
Who doesn't? Unless you're the one reaching.
Speaking of which, did you ever hear about Sonny's practical joke he played with me? He played on me. He and his wife Lindsay with the giant rubber dildo in my bag.
No.
He doesn't listen to this. He's not gonna know. Well, we were flying somewhere in Florida, and then I'm going through the
Customs.
the customs. I'm going
The
through
TSA.
the TSA, like the checkpoint, and I see the guy who's looking at the thing, and he just goes, "Oh, this guy's got some water," and then they pull my bag out in front, like I haven't gone through the thing yet, but then they're like, "Sir, do you mind taking your water out?" And there's like 3 guys at that point standing there. And then I notice like half the band and Sonny's wife are just watching from the other side, laughing. And I'm like, all right. I have trained for this. I know it's going to be good. I am ready for whatever comes out of that bag. What came out was a giant black dildo. It was about this big. And it had 2 bottles of water duct taped to it. And the lady next to me was very upset by it. But I just said, "Oh yeah, that's mine. Here, I forgot I duct taped water to it."
To cool it down.
We just took them off, and I shoved it back in my bag and went along my merry way. But the lady next to me was just like, I thought she was going to have the big one. She was very taken back. So now at work, for some reason, they think it's funny that they've procured some sort of, I think it is a dildo. It is the size of a baby. It's like this big.
I don't think that's the size of a baby. I think that's the size of a 6-year-old.
It is this big and like this big around, and it has a suction cup on it. It is like the size of a baby.
I mean that's like a horse.
Bigger.
It's like an elephant. It's an elephant dong.
And they keep sticking it to things in my office and they think it's funny. They're just like, yeah, did you find your gift? Gotcha. Gotcha. I'm the
So
boss, so I can't get them back. I can't go stick it on their computer out
Yeah,
there or anything.
yeah.
So I just put it in the drawer. And then when I leave my door open, they come and find it. And then they stick it somewhere else on my car or on my Captain America shield at work, on the window. But I think it might make its way into Sonny's backpack. I think I might borrow it for that.
you should do like an old school like alarm clock. You should do like an old school alarm clock with a bottle of water taped to it.
Like 6 bottles of water. So it looks like a time bomb.
Yeah.
And just put that in there.
So I was at work one day and a friend of mine called me and was like, he was cracking up. And I'm like, he's like, dude, I'm like, what's going on? He goes, there's this main intersection in our city. It's called 13 and Woodward.
Uh-huh.
And so 13 Mile intersects with Woodward Boulevard. And he
13
goes,
Mile. I've seen
Yeah.
the movie.
yeah. And so he goes, at 13 and Woodward, at the northwest corner, there's a bus stop. Like there's a bench at the bus stop, and it has a huge black dildo stuck to it. And he goes, what should happen? And I go, what should happen is I go, you should call the station and let them know, because they'll dispatch us to go get it. And I'm going to give the station a heads up. And my buddy, we call him Gags. So my buddy Gags, I call the station. I'm like, hey, send Gags, because he's the guy who would be mortified. And I go, send Gags this call that's going to be coming out at 13 and Woodward. And they're like, what do you mean it's going to be? I'm like, you wait. And all of a sudden they get the call. And this guy's like, yeah, I'm driving by and there's this giant dildo stuck to the bench. And so they dispatch Gags. And I drive over there too. And he gets out of his car and he walks up to this bench. And obviously, just the way it works, you have to grab the thing and yank on it to get that suction cup to let loose. And he went up there, and I don't think he thought it was going to be as suctiony as it was. I thought he'd, give it a quick. I think he thought he'd give it a quick tug, and it would come off.
He would give it a quick tug.
Yeah, but he ended up. It took like a good and so he's got like 1 foot against the back of the bench,
Lord.
and he's yanking on this thing. Well, I had pulled up and turned on my dash cam to make sure that I recorded it.
Oh my God.
And so he's yanking on this thing and it finally comes loose. And oh my gosh. So, have a good laugh, pull up the video, pull up the video to record it on your phone, or maybe allegedly. And then later that same apparatus was stuck to another person's locker down in the locker room. And so they come into work and it's just this, 24-inch, like you said,
my gosh,
a big round as a beer can, just hanging off this guy's locker, just bobbing with gravity. And so it went to like 2 or 3 lockers over the course of a few days. And depending on who, the different shifts, like everybody from like that didn't know about it. And somebody was surprised. Yeah. When they came in. And then finally one of our bosses, who was like above reproach, came in and saw it and was like appalled. And he like grabbed it and threw it in the garbage. And then And I didn't know that he was in the locker room. And someone's like, yeah, LT threw it in the garbage. And I was like, what? I'm going to get it out of the garbage. And I hear this voice go, no, you won't. And he took it out of the garbage, and then he left with it to dispose of it outside of the police station. But then I started the joke that he did that on purpose to take it. So, like for his own personal collection.
For his own personal collection.
Yeah. So that was
Oh my gosh, dude.
the big black donger is always a fun time.
Always. Speaking of a fun time, guys, let's talk about our patronizers. Is that a good segue?
Yeah, that was great, dude. That caught me off guard. I didn't even know we're at the 30-minute mark.
First up, Amelia Thompson. Amy Pootermobile Enders. Andy, most likely to be mistaken for Matt Thiessen. It's true. Anna wishes poop smelled like empathy and kindness. Thank you, Anna Kipps. I also wish that. Benjamin Lewis. Betty Humpter. Bill Shannon. Brian Fisher. Broken Strings. Brian the Goat. Bryce Turner. Buddy Van Steen. Cam Elto. Cam Elto. Cam Elto. Cam Elto.
That's fantastic.
Carly Jane Cisco. Chad Hogg. Sorry, I burped. Chris P. Bacon. Chris Prose. Christy Hale. Colin Forsex. I'm missing something. Colin Forsex.
Oh, I get it.
I
get it.
Dan Stemple. Daryl Lowen. David, I am tired of updating this every week, low T. David Love. David Vossel. Derek Bond. Derek Sigmund. Dixie Normus. Don Keddick. Oh, Don Keddick. Don Keddick.
Donkey.
If you say it in a Scottish accent, it's better. Don Keddick. Doug Forsett. Eli Salazar. Emery LaFleur. Emily Thomas. FC Groove is my favorite regional ska band. Bart Barfunkel.
Here's something. I think I've mentioned this on the show before, but when I was going through academy, we had a guy in our academy. His name was Arthur. Well, of course, his name was Art, and everyone just called him Fart. Like, how much does that suck? Like, you just come to work every day and people are like, hey, Fart, go mop the hallway.
Nah, it didn't go by Artie or anything. He's like,
No.
dang it, why didn't I pick that?
No, it was just Fart.
Farce. All right. Frank Paul, Heather Ford. I wish my poop smelled like Malort and Poor Choices.
Ooh.
This is good. I wish my poop smelled like pickles and boots, not dirty boots, brand new boots. I wish my poop smelled like raccoon penis.
You should have hit it with the drop there.
Oh. I wish my poop smelled like Teen Spirit or rum. I wish my poop smelled like Joe's roofer boots.
Which isn't bad, because here's the thing. Every day when I get done with work, the boots come off. I have a boot dryer in my locker,
Jeez.
and they go right on the boot dryer.
Jeez, fancy.
Dunzo. No stink.
You have
no
to
fuss,
shine it
no
and
muss.
stuff?
No, I don't shine them.
Oh, okay. I wish poop smelled like bop ba do ba da ba ba da do bop. I wish my poop smelled, but it has no nose. That's a good one.
I see what you did there, Craig.
I'd rather not say. Jack Mehoff. Jared B. wishes his poop smelled just like cherry cola. C-O-L-A cola. Jared
Great song.
Cramblett. Jenny Blake. Jeremy Thomas. Joe, it's your turn, sir.
Joe Curtis, Johnny Moe, Jordan Hellman, Josh Fennel. Josh Seven Nips was my nickname in high school post. Katie Bott Mickeltron, Ken Zapla, Kevin Ness, Kevin Porter, Kristen Diesel, Kyle. Mandarin's poop smells like kimchi and disappointment.
Oh.
Martin Anus, Matt Douglas, Matt Engelhoff, Mike Shields, his pickle from Boots.
Smart move.
Most likely to have Joe Reese say this is Daniel Rock regardless of what I write in. That's got to be Daniel Rock.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. I had no idea.
Mr. Jason, would you like an egg roll Davis? My poop smells like toxic decisions and regret.
Same.
Nate Phillips, Nick Butterfield, Nick Frazier, Nick Reyes, Nicole Bauer, Patrick Johns, Paul Peterson. Pete wishes his poop smelled like Girth Brooks. Phil, Reed Young, Rhoda Hottie. Ooh, that's a good one. But did you? Did you? Rob Phelps. Oh, gross. Sharon diseases. That's horrible. Sean and Melton Walker. Silent, but definitely not deadly Steve. Sonny, the frigging idiot. Sonny Johnston Fan Club. Steven Seaberg. Stephen Morrow. Super Dave. The Stinky Boot. This is the story of a girl who cried a river. Oh, this is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. And while she looked so sad in photographs, I absolutely... That's as much as he could get. Tim Payne, Tim Primu, Todd Grassman, Twanto, Tyler McDonald, Tyson Stegall, Wendy Dixon, Yerkosaurus Rex, and Reese Lightning.
Whoa.
Mark D. and Zachary Faircloth.
Good job, guys. These are great
Thanks,
names this
everybody.
week. Thank you so much. We love you. Piece of pizza.